The latest 14-inch MacBook Pro is physically identical to the model that launched in 2021, which is to say that it's the best designed Mac you can currently buy. What I said about the 2021 MacBook Pro still applies here. It offers the best display, keyboard, and ports of any Apple laptop. I've tested tons of notebooks in the year plus since the previous 14-inch MacBook Pro arrived, and getting my hands on the new model was a reminder that none of them feel quite as good to use. I was delighted to get my fingers back on the MacBook Pro's excellent Magic Keyboard, which thankfully ditches the gimmicky touch bar for big, satisfying function keys and has a reliable Touch ID power button for quick fingerprint logins. The Pro's 14.2-inch Liquid Retina XDR display remains one of the best I've ever used on a laptop. With rich colors that made watching movies a joy and a smooth 120 Hz refresh rate that allowed me to glide around web pages much more fluidly than I can on Apple's lower-end Macs. Yes, there's still a notch up top that allows for the thin bezel, and yes, I'm personally still fine with it. The new MacBook Pro's booming 6-speaker setup filled my entire living room with the sounds of boygenius intricate vocal harmonies, and the laptop's 1080p webcam once again captured my face with much better clarity than most of Apple's rivals. Unfortunately, there's still no Face ID on MacBooks like you'll get on iPads, which would be a nice touch for logging in even faster. You still get a much better port selection than Apple's 13-inch MacBooks, with 3 Thunderbolt 4 ports, HDMI, and SDXC card slot, a headphone jack with high impedance support, and a convenient snap-on MagSafe charger that will keep your laptop from going flying if someone trips on the wire. New for the 2023 models is support for up to 4 monitors on an M2 Max model, up from 3 on the previous gen, as well as multi-channel audio output when connected to an HDMI display. This is truly the ultimate MacBook, and we haven't even talked about performance yet. The M1 Pro-powered MacBook Pro delivered record-breaking speeds when we tested it back in 2021, and Apple has managed to outdo itself by a significant margin on our M2 Pro model. This is the fastest laptop I've ever used, delivering a blazingly responsive experience for everyday tasks while trouncing all of the competition on our demanding performance tests. Unsurprisingly, the latest MacBook Pro didn't break a sweat under my usual workload of Slack, Outlook, Discord, Zoom, and way too many Chrome tabs, staying cool, quiet, and free of any nasty slowdown while I multitasked. But our benchmark results tell the real story of just how powerful this thing is. On the Geekbench 5 multi-core test, which gauges overall multitasking performance, the new MacBook Pro scored a whopping 15,302. That's nearly double what we got from the M2 MacBook Air. Triple the results of the Surface Laptop Studio, a comparable Windows laptop, and an impressive 37% gain over the already speedy 2021 model. The latest MacBook Pro was similarly dominant on our graphics tests, rendering the visually demanding action of Shadow of the Tomb Raider in 1080p with all settings cranked up at a smooth and highly playable 55 frames per second FPS. That's a notable improvement over the 47 frames per second we got from the M1 Pro model as well as the Surface Laptop Studio, the latter of which has dedicated NVIDIA graphics, and nearly double the subpar frame rates we got from the latest M2-powered MacBooks. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos.